Fair Hippolyta, our nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days bring in another moon. But oh, methinks how slow this old moon wanes. She lingers my desires, like to a stepdame or a dowager, long withering out a young man's revenue.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights will quickly dream away to time. And then the moon, like to a silver bow, new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnities.
Go, Philostrate. Stir up the Athenian youth to merriments. Awake the pert and nimble spirit of mirth. Turn melancholy forth to funerals. The pale companion is not for our pomp. Hippolyta, I wooed thee with my sword, and won thy love doing thee injuries. But I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with reveling.
Happy be Theseus, our renowned duke.
Thanks, good Aegeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius.
My noble lord.
This man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. And, my gracious duke, this hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes and interchanged love tokens with my child. With fading voice verses of fading love hast thou at her moonlit window sung, and stolen the impression of her fantasies with bracelets of thy hair. Gods, necks, conceits, trifles, nosegays, sweetmeats, all messengers of prevailment and hardened youth. With cunning hast thou filched my daughter's heart, and turned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness. And, my gracious duke, be it so here before your grace, should she not consent to marry with Demetrius, I beg the law upon her. As she is mine, I may dispose of her, which shall be either to this man or to her death, according to our law immediately provided in that case.
What say you, Hermia? To you your father should be as a god, one that composed your beauties, yea, and one to whom you are but as a form in wax, by him imprinted, and within his power, to leave the figure or disfigure it. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but in this kind, wanting your father's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
I would my father looked, but with my eye.
Rather, your eyes must with his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I'm made bold, nor how it may concern my modesty, in such presence here to plead my thoughts. But I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case, if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death, or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, look you arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up, which by no means we may accentuate, to death.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord, ere I will yield my virgin patent up into his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause, and by the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt my love and me of everlasting bond of fellowship, upon that day either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else to wed Demetrius as he would, or on Diana's altar to protest for austerity and single life.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield thy crazy title to my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander, true he hath my love, and what is mine I shall render unto him. As she is mine, I do estate all my right of her unto Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his. My fortunes every way as fairly ranked, if not with vantage as Demetrius. Why should not I then prosecute my right? Demetrius, I'll avouch it to his head, made love to Nader's daughter Helena, and won her soul, and she, sweet lady, dotes, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon the spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess that I have heard so much, and with Demetrius thought to have spoke thereof. But Demetrius come, and come, Aegeus. I have some private schooling for you both. For you, fair Hermia, look you arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up, by which no means we may accentuate, to death, or to a vow of single life. Come, Hippolyta. What cheer, my love? Demetrius and Aegeus go along. I must employ you in some business against our nuptial, and confer with you of something nearly that concerns yourselves.
With duty and desire we follow you.
How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? How chance the roses there do fade so fast?
Be like the want of rain, a jagged velveteen from the tempest of my eyes.
Ay me, for aught that I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth. But either it was different in blood,
Oh, cross, too high to be enthralled too low.
or else misgrafted in respective
Oh,
years,
spite, too old to be engaged to
or
young.
merit stood upon the choice of friends.
Oh, gloom, to choose love by another's eyes.
Or if there were a sympathy in choice, war, death, or sickness did lay siege to it, making it momentary as a sound, swift as a shadow, short as any dream, brief as the lightning in the collied night, that in the spleen unfolds both heaven and earth, and ere a man hath power to say, behold, the jaws of darkness do devour it up. So quick bright things come to confusion.
If then true lovers have been ever crossed, it stands as an edict in destiny. So let us teach our child patience, because it is a customary cross. It's due to lovers' thoughts and dreams and sighs, wishes and tears. Poor fancy's followers.
A good persuasion. Therefore hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue. She hath no child. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee, and to that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me, then steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood, a league without the town, where I did meet thee once with Helena to do observance to a morn of May. There will I stay for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with the golden head, by the simplicity of Venus's doves, by that which knitted souls and prospers loves, and by that fire which burned the Carthage queen, when false Troyan under sail was seen, by all the vows that ever men have broke, in number more than ever women spoke. In that same place thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly will I meet with thee.
Keep promise, love. Look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed for Helena. Whither away?
Call you me fair? Not fair again, I'm say. Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair, your eyes are lodestars, your tongue sweet air, more tunable than lark to shepherd's ear. When wheat is green, when hawthorn buds appear, sickness is catching, or favor so. Yours would I catch, fair Hermia. Ere I go, my ear should catch your voice, my eye, your eye, my tongue should catch your tongue's sweet melody. Were the world mine, Demetrius deemed fated, the rest I'd give to be to you translated. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius' heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns would teach my smile such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows
The
me.
more I loved, the more he hated me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty. Oh, would that fault were mine.
Take comfort, he no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself shall fly this place. Before the time I did Lysander see, seemed Athens as a paradise to me. Oh, then what graces in his love do dwell, that he hath turned a heaven into a hell.
Helena, to you our minds we will unfold. Tomorrow night, when Phoebe doth behold her silvery visage in the watery glass, decking with liquid pearl the bladed grass, a time when lovers' flights doth steel conceal, through Athens' gates have we devised to steal.
And in the wood, where often you and I upon faint primrose beds were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of the counsel sweet, there my Lysander and myself shall meet, and thence from Athens turn away our eyes to seek new friends and stranger companies. Farewell, sweet playfellow, pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. Keep wood, Lysander, we must starve our sight from lover's food till tomorrow, deep midnight.
I will, my Hermia. Helena, adieu. As you on him, Demetrius dote on you.
How happy some or other some can be. Through Athens, I'm thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know what all but he do know, and as he errs doting on Hermia's eyes, so I admiring his qualities. things base and vile, holding no quantity, love can transpose to form and dignity. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. Nor hath love's mind any judgment taste, wings, no eyes, figure unheedy a haste. And therefore is love said to be a child, because in choice he is so oft beguiled, as waggish boys and game themselves forswear, so the boy love is perjured everywhere. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eyne, he hailed down oaths that he was only mine. And when this hail some heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight, then to the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense. But herein me and I to enrich my pain, and have his sight thither and back again.
Is all our company here?
You are best to call them generally, man by man according to the script.
Here's a scroll of every man's name, which is thought fit through all Athens to play in our interlude before the Duke and the Duchess on his wedding day at night.
First, good Peter Quince, say what the play treats on. Then read the names of the actors and so grow to a point.
Mary, our play is the most lamentable comedy, the most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
Ah, that's a very good piece of work, I assure you. And a merry. Now, good Peter Quince, call forth your actors by the scrolls. Masters, spread yourselves.
Answer as I call you. Nick Bottom the Weaver.
Here, name what part I'm for and proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
Ah, what is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
A lover that kills himself, most gallant for love.
Ah, that will ask some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms, I will condole in some measure. To the rest, yet my chief humor is but for a tyrant. I could play Heracles rarely, or plot to terror catch it, to make all split. The raging rocks and shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates, and Phoebus' car shall shine from far, and make gnaw the foolish fates. This was lofty. Now name the rest of the players. This is Heracles' vein, tyrant's vein. A lover is more condoling.
Francis Flute, the bellows mender.
Here, Peter Quince.
Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
Ah, and what is Thisbe? A wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, faith. Let not me play a woman. I have a beard coming.
That's all one. You shall play in a mask, and you may speak as small as you will.
And I might hide my face. Let me play Thisbe too. I'll speak in a monstrous little voice. There's no. Ah, Pyramus, my lover dear, thy Thisbe dear, lady dear.
No. You can play no part but Pyramus and Flute, you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Robin Starveling the tailor.
Here, Peter Quince.
Starveling, you must play Thisbe's mother. Tom Snout the tinker.
Here, Peter Quince.
You, Pyramus's father. Myself, Thisbe's father. Snug the joiner, you the lion's part. And I hope here is a play fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray you. If be, give it me, for I'm slow of study.
You may do it extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
Oh, let me play the lion's part too. I will roar that I will do any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar that I will make the Duke say, let him roar again! Let him roar again!
And you should do it too terribly. Then you fright the Duchess and the ladies, that they don't shriek, and that were enough to hang us all.
But that would hang us, every mother's son! I grant you, friends, if you should fright the ladies out of their wits, they would have no more discretion but to hang us. But I will aggravate my voice so that I will roar you as gently as any sucking dove. I will roar you and twirl any nightingale.
You can play no part but Pyramus, for Pyramus is a sweet-faced man. A proper man is one shall see in a summer's day. A most gentlemanlike man. Therefore, you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, I shall undertake it. And what beard will I best play it in?
Why, what you will.
I shall discharge it to you in either your straw-colored beard, your orange-tawny beard, your purple and grain beard, or your French crown-colored beard, your perfect yellow.
Some of your French crowns have no hair at all. Then you'll play barefoot. But masters, here are your parts, and I am to entreat you, request you, and desire you to con them by tomorrow night. And meet me in the palace wood, a mile without the town, by moonlight. There will we rehearse. For if we meet in the city, we shall be dogged with company and our devices known. In the meantime, I would draw a bill of properties, such as our play wants. I pray you, fail me not.
We will meet, and there we may rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains. Be perfect. Adieu.
At the Duke's Oak we meet.
Enough. Hold or cut bowstrings.
Now, spirit, whither wander you? Over hill, over dale, thorough bush, thorough briar, over park, over pale, thorough flood, thorough fire. I do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon's sphere, and I serve the fairy queen to do her orbs upon the green. The cowslips tall her pensioners be, in their gold coats spots you see. Those be rubies, fairy favors. In those freckles live their savors. I must go seek some dewdrops here, and hang a pearl in every cowslip's ear. Farewell, thou lob of spirits, all be gone. Our queen and all her elves come here anon.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed the queen come not within his sight. For Oberon is passing fell in wrath, and that she at her attendant hath a lovely boy stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling. And jealous Oberon would have the child, night of his trail to trace the forest wild. But she perforce withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers, and makes him all her joy. And now they never meet by grove or green, by fountain clear or spangled starlight sheen. But they do square that all their elves for fear creep into acorn cups and hide them there.
Either I mistake your shape and make inquire, or else you are that shrewd and knavish sprite called Robin Goodfellow. Are not you he that frights the maidens of the villagery, skim milk and sometimes labor in the quern, and bootless make the breathless housewife churn, and sometimes make the drink to bear no barm, mislead night wanderers, laughing at their harm? Those that hobgoblin call you, and sweet Puck, you do their work, and they shall have good luck. Are not you he?
Thou speakest aright. I am that very wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile, when I a fat and bean-fed horse beguile, neighing in lightness of a filly foal, and sometimes lurk I in a gossip's bowl, in very likeness of a roasted crab. And when she drinks, against her lips I bob, and on her withered dewlap pour the ale, the wisest aunt telling the saddest tale. And sometime for 3-foot stool mistaketh me, then slip I from her, bum down topples she, and Taylor cries and falls into a cough, and then the whole choir hold their hips and laugh, and waxen in their mirth and knees, and swear a merrier hour was never wasted there. But room, fairy, here comes Oberon.
And here my mistress, would that he were gone.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What? Jealous Oberon? Thanks, skip hence. I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton, am not I thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. But I know when thou hast stolen away from fairyland, in the shape of corn sat all day, playing on pipes of corn and boasting love to amorous Phillida. Why hast thou here come from the far, the steep Vindia? But that forsooth the mountain Amazon, your best-skinned mistress and your royal love, to Theseus must be wedded, and you come to bring their bed joy and prosperity.
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania? Glance at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus. Didst thou not lead him to the glimmering night, from Perigenia whom he ravished, and make him with fair Aegius break his faith, with Ariadne and Antiopa?
These are the forgeries of jealousy, and never since the midsummer spring met we on hill and dale, forest or mead, by paved fountain or by rushy brook, or on the beach and margins of the sea to dance our ringlets to the whistling winds. With thy brow thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore the winds, piping to us in vain, as if in revenge, have sucked up from the sea contagious fogs, which full in the land hath every pelting river made so proud, that they have overborne their continents. The ox hath therefore stretched his yoke in vain. The plowman lost his sweat. The green corn, its rusty his youth, attained a beard. The fold stands empty in this drowned field. The crows are fatted with the murrian flock. The nines men's moors is filled up with mud, and the quaint mazes and the wanton green, for lack of tread, are undistinguishable. The human mortals want the winter cheer. No night is now with him more care blessed. Therefore, the moon, the governess of floods, pale in her anger, washes all the air that rheumatic diseases do abound. And throughout this distemperature, we see the seasons alter. Hoary-headed frosts fall on the fresh lap of the crimson rose. And in old times stood an icy crown, an odorous chaplet of sweet summer buds. Is as in mockery set! The spring, the summer, the child in autumn, angry winter change their wonted liveries, and by the increase now knows not which is which. And this same progeny of evils comes from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parents in original.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her overarm? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest! The fairyland buys not the child of me. His mother was a votress of my order, and the spiced Indian air by night flocked from how she gossiped by my side, and sat with me on Neptune's yellow sands, marking the embarkers traders on the flood. When ye have laughed to see the sails conceived, and grow big-bellied with the wanton wind, which she, with pretty and with swimming gait following, her womb then rich with my young squire, would sail upon the land to fetch me trifles and return again, as if from a voyage rich with merchandise. But she, being mortal of that boy, did die. For her sake, do I rear up her boy, and for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day, you'll patiently dance in our round. See our moonlight revels? Go with us. If not, shun me and I will spare your haunts.
Give me that boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairy's way, we shall chide down right by longer stay.
Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury. My gentle Puck, come hither. Thou rememberest, since once I sat upon a promontory, and heard a mermaid on the dolphin's back, uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath, that the rude sea grew civil at her song, and certain stars shot madly from their spheres to hear the sea maid's music.
I remember.
That very time I saw, but thou couldst not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid all armed. A certain aim he took, and a fair vestal throned by the west, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow, as it should pierce 100,000 hearts. But I might see young Cupid's fiery shaft, quenched in the chaste beams of the watery moon, and the imperial votress passed it on, and made a penetration fancy-free. Yet marked I where the bolt of Cupid fell. It fell upon a little western flower, before milk white, now purple with love's wound, and maidens call it love and idleness. Fetch me this flower, the herb I showed thee once. The juice of it on sleeping eyelids laid will make all man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me this herb, and be thou here again, ere the Leviathan can swim a league.
I'll put a girdle round about the earth in 40 minutes!
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania while she is asleep, and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing then she, when waking, looks upon, be it lion, bear, or wolf, or bull, on meddling monkey or on busy ape, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm from off her sight, as I can take it with another herb, I'll make her render up her page to me. But who comes here? I am invisible, and will overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not! Where's Lysander and Hermia? The one I'll slay, the other slayeth me. Thou toldst me they were stolen to this wood, and here am I. I'm wood within this wood because I cannot meet my Hermia. Hence get thee gone, and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant, but yet you draw not iron, for my heart is true as steel. leave you your power to draw, and I will have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather, do I not in plainest truth tell you, I do not nor I cannot love you?
And even for that do I love you the more. I am your Spaniard, and Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn on you. Use me but as your spaniel, spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me. Only give me leave, unworthy as I am, to follow you. For what worse a place can I beg in your love, and yet a place of high respect with me, than to be used as you use your dog?
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much. To leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one that loves you not. To trust the opportunity of the night and the ill counsel of a desert place with the rich worth of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege, for that it is not night when I do see your face. Therefore I think I am not in the night. Nor doth this wood lack worlds of company. For you, in my respect, are all the world. Then how can it be said that I am alone, when all the world is here to look on me?
I'll run from thee and hide me in the breaks, and leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
The wildest has not such a heart as you. Run when you will, the story shall be changed. Apollo flies, and Daphne holds the chase. The dove pursues the griffin. The mild hind makes speed to catch the tiger. Bootless speed when Cadus pursues and valor flies.
I will not stay thy questions. Let me go. Or if thou follow me, do not believe that I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
Aye, in the temple, in the town, in the field, you do me mischief. Fie, Demetrius, your wrongs do set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed, and we're not made to woo. I'll follow thee and make a heaven of hell, to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph, ere he do leave this grove. Thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Hast thou the flower there? Welcome, wanderer.
Aye, there it is.
I pray thee, give it to me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where oxlips and the nodding violet grows, quite over-canopied with luscious woodbine, with sweet musk roses and with eglantine. And there sleeps Titania some time of the night, lulled in these flowers of dances and delight. And there the snake throws her enameled skin, weed wide enough to wrap a fairy in. And with the juice of this, I'll streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it, and seek through this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on. Affect it with some care, that he may prove more fond on her than she upon her love. And look thou meet me ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so.
Round on the fairy song, and for the third part of a minute hence, some to kill canker's in the musk rose buds, some war with rare mice for their leathern wings, to make my small elf coats and keep back the clamorous owl that nightly hoots and wanders at our quaint spirits. Now sing me to sleep, then to your offices, and let me rest.
You spotted snakes with double tongue, thorny hedgehogs, be not seen. Newts and blindworms do no wrong. Come not near our fairy queen. Weaving spiders, come not here. Hence, you long-legged spinners, hence. Beetles black, approach not near. Worm nor snail do no offense. Hence, away now all is well. One aloof stands sentinel.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake. Be it ounce or cat or bear, pard or boar with bristled hair. In thy eye that shall appear, when thou wakest it is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Fair love, you faint with wandering in the wood, and to speak truth, I forgot our way. We'll rest us, Hermia, if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander. Find you out of bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as pillow for us both. one heart, one head, two bosoms, and one troth.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off. Do not lie so near.
Oh, take the sense, sweet, of my innocence. Love takes the meaning in love's conference. I mean that my heart unto yours is knit, so that but one heart we can make of it. Two bosoms interchained with an oath, so then two bosoms in a single troth. Then by your side no bedroom me deny, for lying so, Hermia, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily. Now much for shew my manners and my pride, if Hermia meant to say Lysander lied. But, gentle friend, for love and courtesy, lie further off. In human modesty, such separation as may well be said, becomes a virtuous bachelor and a maid. So far be distant, and good night, sweet friend, thy love ne'er alter to thy sweet life end.
Amen, amen, to that fair prayer say I, and end life when I end loyalty. Here is my bed, sleep, give thee all his rest.
With half that wish, the wisher's eyes be pressed.
Through the forest have I gone, but Athenian found I none, on whose eyes I might approve this flower's force and stirring love. Night and silence, who is here? Weeds of Athens he doth wear. This is he, my master said, despiseth the Athenian maid. And here the maiden sleeping sound on the dank, dirty ground. Pretty soul, she durst not lie near this lack love, this kill courtesy. Churl upon thy eyes I throw all the power this charm doth owe. When thou wakest, let love forbid sleep his seat on thy eyelid. Now awake when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon.
Stay, wilt thou kill me, sweet Demetrius?
I charge thee hence, and do not haunt me thus.
Oh, wilt thou darkly leave me? Do not so.
Stay on thy peril. I alone will go.
Oh, I'm out of breath in this fond chase.
The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia, wheresoe'er she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright? Not with salt tears, for if so, my eyes are oftener washed than hers. No, I'm as ugly as a bear, for beasts who meet me run away for fear. Therefore, no marvel though Demetrius do, as a monster fly my persons thus. What wicked and dissembling glass of mine made me compare with Hermia's fiery eyne? But who is here? Lysander? On the ground? Dead? Or asleep? I see no blood, no wound.
Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake.
Run through fire I will for thy sweet sake. Show to heaven, Helena, nature shows aught that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Where is Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word is that vile name to perish on my sword.
Do not say so, Lysander. Say not so. What though he love your Hermia? Lord, what though? Yet Hermia still loves you. Then be content.
Content with Hermia? No, I do repent the tedious minutes I with her have spent. Not Hermia, but Helena do I love, who will not change a raven for a dove. The will of man is by his reason swayed, and reason says that you are the worthier maid. Things growing are not ripe until their season, so I, being young, till now ripe not to reason. And touching now the point of human skill, reason becomes the marshal to my will, and leads me to your eyes, where I o'erlook love's stories written in love's richest book.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve this scorn? 'Tis not enough, young man, that I can never, no, nor never can, deserve a sweet look from Demetrius' eye. But you must flout my sufficiency? Good troth you do me wrong, good sooth you do, in such disdainful manner me to woo. Perforce, I must confess, I thought you lord of more true gentleness. O little lady, of one man refused, should of another therefore be abused.
She sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayest thou come Lysander near. For as a surfeit of the sweetest things, the deepest loathings to my stomach brings. Or as the heresies that men do leave, are hated most of those they did deceive. So thou, my surfeit and my heresy, of all be hated, but the most of me, and address your love and might to honor Helena and to be her knight.
Help me, Lysander, help me! Do thy best to pluck this crawling serpent from my breast. Oh, I mean for pity. What a dream was here. Lysander, look how I do quake with fear. Oh, methought a serpent at my heart away. You sat smiling at his cruel prey. Lysander? What? Removed? Lysander! Lord! What? Out of hearing gone? No sound? No word? Alack, where are you? Speak it if you hear. Speak of all loves. I swoon almost with fear. No, I will perceive you are not nigh. Either death or you will find immediately.
Are we all met? Pat, and here's a marvelous convenient place for our rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage. This hawthorn brake our tiring house. We shall do it in action as we will do it before the Duke. Peter Quince, what sayest thou, bully bottom? There are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw his sword, and kill himself. Which ladies cannot abide. How answer you that?
By Lincoln, by fear! I believe it was really coming out when I was done.
Not a whit. I have a device to make all well. Write me a prologue. And let the prologue seem to say we will do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed. And, for the more better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom the Weaver. This will put them out of their fear. Well, we shall have such a prologue. It shall be written in 8 and 6. No, let it be 2 more. Let it be written in 8 and 8.
But won't the ladies be afraid of the lion? I fear it! I promise you!
Gentlemen, you ought to consider with yourselves to bring in, God shield us, a lion amongst ladies, a most dreadful thing. For there is not more fearful wildfowl than your lion living. And we have to look to it.
Therefore, another prologue must tell you not a lion.
Nay. You must name his name. And half his face must be seen through the lion's neck. And he himself must speak through, saying thus, or to some effect, ladies! Fair ladies, I would wish you, I would request you, I would entreat you, not to fear, not to tremble. My life for yours. If you think I come hither as a lion, it were the pity of my life. Nay, I am no such thing. I'm a man as other men are. And there indeed, let him name his name and tell him plainly, he is snug but joined. Well, it shall be so. But there's 2 hard things. That is, to bring moonlight to the chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe meets by moonlight. Dr. Moon shall never play. A calendar! A calendar! Look at the almanac! Find out moonshine! Find out moonshine! Yes, it doth shine by night. Why then you may leave a casement of the great chamber window, where we play, open, and the moon may shine in at that casement. Aye, or else one must come in with a bush of thorns and a lantern, and say he comes to present, or to disfigure the person of moonshine. But then there's another thing. We must have a wall in that great chamber. For Pyramus and Thisbe, says the story, did talk through the cheek of a wall.
But you can never bring in a wall! What sayest thou, Bob?
Some man or other must present wall. And let him have some plaster, or some loam, or some rough cast about him to signify wall. And let him hold his fingers thus, and through that cranny shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
That may be.
then all is well. But come, sit down, every mother's son, and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin. You have spoken your speech. Enter to that break over there, and so everyone according to his cue.
What hempen homespuns have we swaggering here, so near the cradle of the fairy queen? What? A play tour? I'll be an auditor, an actor too, perhaps, if I see cause.
Speak, Pyramus. Thisbe, stand forth. Thisbe, the flowers of odious savor sweet. Odorous, it's odorous. Odors savor sweet. So hath thy breath, thy dearest, Thisbe dear. But hark, a voice. Stay thou but here while, and by I will to thee appear.
A stranger, Pyramus, than e'er played here.
Must I speak now? Aye, Mary, must you? For you must understand. It goes to see noise that he heard, and is to come again. Most radiant Pyramus, most lily-white of hue, a color like the red rose on triumphant briar, most briskly juvenile, and eke most lovely June, as true as horse, but yet will never tire. I'll meet me, Pyramus, at Minnie's tomb. Ninus is too bad. You must not speak that yet. That you answer to Pyramus. You speak all your part at once, cues and all. Pyramus, your cue is fast. It is never tire. Oh, as true as horse, yet would never tire. Prepare this deal. Where will you die? How monstrous, how strange. No monsters, why
I'll follow you. I'll lead you above ground. Through bog, through bush, through brake, through briar. Sometime a horse I'll be. Sometime a hound, a hog, headless bear. Sometime a fire, and neigh and grunt and bark and roar like horse, hound, hog, bear, fire at every turn.
Why did they run away from me? This is an envy of them to make me a fear. Ah! I'm burned! Don't change! What do I see on me? What do you see? Oh, you see an ass head of your own, do you? Ah! Bless thee, bottom! Bless thee! Start translating! I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me. To frighten me if they could. But I will not stir from this place. Do what they can. I shall walk up and down here, and I shall see that they shall hear that I am not afraid. The other cock so black of hue, with orange tawny bill, the torso with his note so true, the wren with little bill.
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed?
A finch, a sparrow, and a lark, plain song, cuckoo gray, whose note so many a man does mark, and dares not answer nay. Or indeed, who would set his wit to so foolish a bird? Who would give the bird the lie, though he cried, cuckoo never so?
I pray thee, gentle mortal, see again, mine ears much enamored of thy notes, so is mine eye enthralled to thy shape, and thy fair virtuous force hath moved me from the first view to say, swear, I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you had little reason for that. But to say the truth, reason and love keep little company together nowadays. More of the pity that some honest neighbors will not make them friends. Nay, I can bleak upon occasion.
Thou art wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so neither. But had I wit enough to get out of this wood? I have enough to serve mine own turn.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of it, and I do love thee, therefore go with me. I'll give thee fairies to attend on thee, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep, while thou on pressed flowers dost sleep. And I will purge thy mortal grossness so, that thou shalt like an airy spirit go. Peas blossom, cobweb, moth, and mustard seed. Ready!
And I.
And I. Where shall we go? Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Hop in his walks and gambol in his eyes. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, purple grapes, green figs, and mulberries. The honey bag steals from the humble bees, and for night tapers crop their waxen thighs, to light them with the fiery glowworm's eyes, to have my love to bed, and to rise, and pluck the wings from painted butterflies, to fan the moonbeams from his sleeping eyes. Nod to him, elves, and do him courtesies. Hail, mortal!
Hail!
I beseech your worship's mercy heartily. I beseech your worship's name.
Cobweb.
Good Master Cobweb, I shall desire you more acquaintance. If I cut my finger, I shall make bold with you. Your name, honest gentleman?
Peas blossom.
I pray you, commend me to your mother, Mistress Squash, and your father, Master Peascod. Good Master Peasblossom, I shall desire you more acquaintance too. Your name, I beseech you, sir.
Mustard seed.
Good Master Mustard Seed, I know your patience well. That same giant, coward-like ox beef hath devoured many a gentleman of your house. I promise you, your kindred hath made my eyes water, and good Master Mustard Seed, I shall desire you more acquaintance.
Come, wait upon him, lead him to my bower. The moon methinks looks with a watery eye, and when she weeps, weeps every little flower, lamenting some enforced chastity. Tie up my lover's tongue, bring him silently.
I wonder if Titania be await than what it was that next came in her eye, which she must dote on in extremity. How now, mad spirit? What night rule now about this haunted grove?
My mistress, with a monster is in love, near to her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour. A crew of patches, rude mechanicals who work for bread upon Athenian stalls, were met together to rehearse a play intended for great Theseus' nuptial day. The shallowest thickskin of that barren sort, whom Pyramus presented in their sport, forsook his scene and entered in a break, when I did him at his advantage take, and ass's knoll I fix it on his head, anon his Thisbe must be answered, and forth my mimic comes, when they him spy, as wild geese that the creeping fowler eye, or russet-painted shot, many in sort, rising and cawing at the gun's report, sever themselves and madly sweep the sky, when at his sight, away his fellows fly, and at our stamp here o'er and o'er one falls, he murder cries, and help from Athens calls. Their sense thus weak, left with their fears thus strong, made senseless things begin to do them wrong. For briars and thorns at their apparel snatch, some sleeves, some hats, from yielders all things catch. I led them on in this distracted fear, and left sweet Pyramus translated there. When at that moment, so it came to pass, Titania waked, and straightway loved an ass!
This falls out better than I could devise, but hast thou yet matched the Athenians' eyes with the love juice, as I did bid thee do?
I took him sleeping, that is finished too, and the Athenian woman by his side, that when he wakes, of course she must be eyed.
Stand close. This is the same Athenian.
This is the woman, but not this the man.
Oh, why rebuke him that loves you so? Blade thrust so bitter on a bitter foe.
Now I but shy, but I could use thee worse. But thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain my friend in his sleep, your shoes and blood, unto the deep may kill me too. The sun was not so true unto the day as he to me. But Would you have stolen away from sleeping Hermia? I'll as soon as believe that this whole earth may be bored, and the moon may through its center creep, and so displease the feathers noontides with the antipodes. It cannot be. Thou hast murdered him! So should a murderer look, so dead, so grim.
So should the murdered look, and so should I, pierce through the heart with your stern cruelty. Yet you, the murderer, look, as bright, as clear, as yonder Venus in her glimmering sphere.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Ah, good Demetrius, wilt thou give him to me?
I'd rather give his carcass to my hounds!
Thou dog! Thou cur! A dry thief hath the bounds of maiden's patience. Hast thou slain him then? Henceforth never be numbered among men. Oh, once, tell true even for my sake. Dost thou have looked upon him being awake? Hast thou killed him sleeping? Oh, brave touch, could not a worm, an adder do so much? An adder did it, for a doubler tongue than thine, no serpent never adder stung.
You spend your passion on a misprized mood. I'm not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead, for aught that I can tell.
I pray thee, tell me then that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get there for?
A privilege never to see me more. From my hated presence part I so. See me no more, whether he be dead or no.
There is no falling her in this fierce vein. Here therefore for a while I will remain. So sorrow's heaviness doth heavier grow, for death that bankrupt sleep doth sorrow owe, which in some slight measure it will pay, if for his tender here I'll make some stay.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love sight. Of thy misprision must perforce ensue some true love turned, and not a false turn true.
That bait or wolves, that one man holding troth, a million fair, confounding oath on oath.
About the word go swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens look thou find. I'll fancy 6 years and pale of cheer, with sighs of love that cost the fresh blood dear. By some illusion see thou bring her here. I'll charm his eyes, against she do appear.
I go, look how I go, swifter than arrow from the Tartar's bow.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, sink an apple of his eye. When his love he doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakes, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of our fairy band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me, pleading for a lover sweet. Shall we their fond pageancy? Lord, what fools these mortals be!
Stand aside. The noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake.
Then will two at once woo one? That must needs be sport alone. And those things do best please me, that befall preposterously.
Why should you think that I should rule in scorn? Scorn and derision never come in tears. Look, when I bow, I weep, and thou so born. In the nativity all truth appears. Oh, how can you think that these things scorning you? Bearing the best, make to prove them true.
Do advance your cutting more and more. When truth kills truth,
Oh, devilish holy fray, these vows are Hermia's. Will you give her o'er? Weigh oath with oath, and you will nothing weigh. Your vows to her and me put in two scales will even weigh, both as light as tails.
I had no judgment until her I swore.
Nor none in my mind. Now you give her o'er?
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you. Oh, Helen!
Perfect, divine. Oh, what my love shall compare thine and thine. Crystal is muddy. Oh, how ripened show thy lips. Both kissing cherries. Tempting thrill. Fan with the easter wind, you're too cold when thou holdst out thy hand. Oh, let me kiss this princess up pure white, the seal of bliss.
Oh, hell! I see your old fences set against me for your merriment. You were civil, a new courtesy. You will not do me thus much injury. Can you not hate me, as I know you do? You must join and fiddle with the mock me too.
you were men, as men you are in the know, you would not use a gentle lady so. Bow and swear and super praise my parts, and I'm sure you hate me with your hearts. We're both rivals and love Hermia, and now both rivals to mock Helena? A trim exploit, a manly enterprise to conjure up tears in a poor maid's eyes with your derision. None of noble soul would so offend a virgin and extort a poor soul's patience, all to make you sport.
You are unkind, Demetrius. Be not so. For you love Hermia, this you know I know. And with all goodwill, with all my heart, in Hermia's love I yield you up my part. And yours of Helena to me bequeath, whom I do love and will do till my death.
Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep that Hermia, I will none. If ever I loved her, all that love is gone. My heart's river has its wise sojourn, and now to Helen is it home returned. There to remain.
Helena, it is not so.
This perish the fate thou dost not know, lest to thy peril thou bite, dear. Look where thy love comes, yonder is thy dear.
Dark night that from the eye his function takes, the ear more quick of apprehension makes, and where it doth impair the seeing sense, it pays the hearing double recompense. Thou art not by my eye, Lysander, found, my ear, I think, it brought me to thy sound. But why unkindly dost thou lead me so?
Why should he stay, when love doth press to go?
What love because Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love, that would not let him bide. Fair Helena, who more engilds the night than all yon fiery oaths and eyes of light. Why seekest thou me? Cannot this make me know that hate I bear thee made me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think. It cannot be.
Lo, she is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they've conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Interest, Hermia, most ungrateful maid. Have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bait me with a foul derision? Is all the counsel we two have shared, the sisters' vows, the hours we have spent when we have chid the hasty footed time for fun? What was all forgot? All school days friendship, childhood innocence. We, Hermia, like two artificial gods, have with our needles created both one flower, both on one sampler, both sitting on one cushion, both warblers of one song, both in one key, as if our hands, our sides, voices and minds have been incorporated. So we grew together, like to a double cherry, seeming parted, but yet in union of partition. Two lovely berries, molded on one stem. Two of the first, the coats and heraldry, do but and crowned with one stem. Will you rent our ancient love asunder, join with men in scorning? Not friendly, not maidenly. Our sex, as well as I, may chide you for it, though I alone do feel the injury.
I'm amazed at your passionate words. Scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander as in scorn to praise my eyes and face, and made your other love, Demetrius, who even but now did spurn me with his foot, call me goddess, nymph, divine and rare, precious, celestial? Wherefore seeks he this to her he hates, and wherefore doth Lysander deny your love so rich within his soul, and tender me, forsooth, but by your setting on, by your consent? Well, and though I be not so in grace as you, so hung upon with love, so fortunate, but miserable most to love unloved, this you should pity rather than despise.
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do. Persephone, counterfeit sad looks, make mouths upon me when I turn my back, wink at each other, hold the sweet jest up. This sport, well carried, shall be chronicled. If you have any pity, grace, or manners, you would not make me such an argument. But very well, 'tis partly my own fault, which either death or absence soon shall remedy.
Stay, gentle Helena. Hear my excuse, my love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
Oh, excellent.
Sweet, do not scorn her so.
If she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou canst compel no more than she entreat. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Oh, Helena, I love thee. By my life I do. I swear by that which I might lose for thee to prove him false who says I love thee not.
I swear I love thee more than you can do.
If thou say so, withdraw and prove it too.
Quick, come!
Lysander, what intends of this?
Away, you Ethiop!
No, sir, yield. Seem to break loose, take on as you would follow, but yet not come. You are a tame man, go.
Hang off, thou cat, thou burnt, vile thing, let loose, or I will shake thee from me like a serpent.
Why have you grown so rude? What changes this? Sweet love,
Thy love? Out, tawny tartar, out! Out, loaded medicine! Oh, hand in potion, hence!
Do you not jest? Yes, sooth, and so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word.
I would have had your bond, for I perceive a weak bond holds you. I will not trust your word.
What? Should I hurt her, strike her, kill her dead? Though I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
What? Can you do me a greater harm than hate? Hate me? Wherefore, what news, my love? I'm not you, Lysander. Not I, Hermia? I'm as fair now as I was erewhile. Since night you loved me, yet since night you left me. Why then you left me, oh, the gods forbid. In earnest, shall I say?
I, by my life, and never did desire to see thee more. Therefore be out of hope, of question, of doubt. Be certain, nothing truer. 'Tis no jest that I do hate thee and love Helena.
Oh me, you juggler! You cactus blossom, you thief of love! What? Have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him? By the faith, have you no modesty, no maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness? What? Will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fie, you counterfeit, you puppet, you puppet! Why so? That way goes the game. Now I perceive she may compare fraternal statutes. She hath urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, her height forsooth, she hath prevailed with him. What? Have you grown so high in his esteem? So I'm so dwarfish and so low. How low am I, thou penitent maypole? Speak. How low am I?
Low, that my nails can reach into thy eye! I pray you! Let her not harm me. I was never cursed. I have no gift at all in shrewishness. I am the right maid for my courtesy. You perhaps may think, because she is something lower than myself, that I can match her.
Lower? Hark again!
Hermia, don't be so bitter with me. I ever more did love you, to never keep your counsels, never wronged you, save that, in love unto Demetrius, I told him of yourself into this wood. He followed you. For love, I followed him. So now will you let me quiet go? To Athens will I bear my folly back and follow you no further. You see how simple and how fond I am.
Why get you gone? Was it that hinders you?
A foolish heart that I leave here behind.
What? Lysander?
With Demetrius.
Be not afraid, Helena. She shall not harm you so.
No, she shall not. You take her part.
Oh, when she is angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school, and though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little again? Nothing but low and little. Why will you suffer her to flaunt me thus? Let me come to her.
Get you gone, whore! You villainous and hindering not grasp, knave! You be! You anchor!
You are too officious in her behalf that scorns your services. Leave Helen alone. Take not her part. Lest if thou intend to show never so little love to her, thou shalt abide it.
Now she holds me not. Now follow if thou darest. To try whose right, of thine or mine, is most in Helena.
Follow? Nay, I'll go thee cheek by jowl.
You, mistress, all this cure is long of you. Nay, go not back. I will not trust you, I. No longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands and mine are quicker for a fray. My legs are longer, though, to run away. I'm amazed. No, no, what to say.
This is thy negligence! Still thou mistakest, or else commits thy knaveries willfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did not you tell me I should know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on? And so far proves my enterprise that I have anointed an Athenian's eyes. And so far am I glad it's so short, as this their jangling I esteem a sport.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. I therefore, Robin, overcast the night. The starry welkin cover thou anon, with drooping fog as black as Acheron. and lead these testy rivals so astray, as one come not within another's way. Like two Lysander sometime frame thy tongue, and stir Demetrius up with bitter wrong. And sometime rail thou like Demetrius, and from each other look thou lead them thus, till o'er their brows death counterfeiting sleep, with leaden legs and batty wings doth creep. Then crush this herb into Lysander's eye, whose liquor hath this virtuous property, to take from thence all error with his might, and make his eyeballs roll with wonted sight. When they next wake, all this derision shall seem a dream and fruitless vision, and back to Athens shall the lovers wend, with league whose date shall never end. Was I in this affair do thee employ, I'll to my queen and beg her Indian boy, and then I will her charmed eye release from monsters' view, and all things shall be peace.
My fairy king, this must be done with haste, for night's swift dragons cut the clouds full fast. And yonder shines the royal harbinger, at whose approach ghosts wandering here and there, true home to churchyards. Damned spirits all, that at crossways and floods have burial, already to their wormy beds are gone. For fearless day should look their shames upon. They willfully themselves exile from light, and must for aye consort with black-browed night.
But we are spirits of another sort, and I, with the morning's love, have oft made sport, and like a forester the groves may tread, even till the eastern gate of fiery red, opening on Neptune with fair blessed beams, turns into yellow gold his salt green streams. But, notwithstanding haste, make no delay, we may effect this business yet ere day.
Up and down, I will lead them up and down. I am feared in field and town, govern, lead them up and down. Here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now!
Here, villain, drawn and ready. Where art thou?
I will be with thee straight.
Follow me then to plainer ground.
Lysander, speak again! Don't run away, thou coward! Art thou fled? Speak! In some bush? Where dost thou hide thy head?
Thou coward, art thou bragging to the stars, telling the bushes that thou lookest for a horse, and wilt not come? Come, recreant, come, thou child. I'll whip thee with a rod. He's defiant that draws a sword on thee.
Yea, art thou there?
Follow my voice. We'll try no manhood here.
He goes before me and still dares me on. When I come where he calls, then he is gone. This villain is much larger heeled than I. I followed fast, but faster he did fly. That fallen am I on dark, uneven way, and he will rest me. Come, thou gentle day, for if but once thou show me thy great light, I'll find Demetrius and revenge this spite.
Ha ha ha, coward! Why comest thou not?
Bribe me if thou darest, for well I wot thou runs before me, shifting every place, and does not stand nor look me in the face. Where art thou now?
Come hither. I am here.
Nay then, thou mockest me. Thou shalt buy this dear if ever I thy face by daylight see. Fitness constraineth me to measure out my length on this cold bed. My day's approach. Look to be visited.
O weary night, O long and tedious night, abate thy hours. Shine comforts from these, that I may back to Athens by daylight, from these that my poor company detest. And sleep, that sometimes shuts up sorrow's eye, steal me a while from mine own company. Yet but three, come one more, two of both kinds makes up four. Here she comes, cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to make poor females mad. Never so weary, never so low. He dabbles with the doom of torn bridle. I can no further fall. Further go, my reason keep no pace with my desire. Here will I rest me till the break of day. Heavens, she and Lysander if they meet a fray. On the ground, sleep thou.
I'll fly to your eye, gentle lover of reverie. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye. And the country proverb knows that every man should take his oath. In your waking shall be shown, Jack shall have Jill, naught shall go ill. The man shall have his mare again, and all shall be well.
Flowery bed, my eye thy amiable cheeks do coy, and stick musk roses in thy sleek smooth head, and kiss thy fair large ears, my gentle joy.
Where's Peas Blossom?
Ready!
Scratch my head, Peas Blossom. Where's Monsieur Cobweb?
Ready!
Monsieur Cobweb. Good Monsieur. Get you your weapons in your
hand and kill me a red-hipped humblebee on the tip of a thistle. And, good Monsieur, bring me the honey bag. Do not put yourself too much in the action, Signor. And, good Monsieur, have a care the honey bag break not. I would love to have you overflowing with a honey bag, Signor. Where's Monsieur Mustard Seed?
Ready!
Give me a leaf, Mustard Seed. Pray you, leave your curtsy.
What's your will?
None but to help the Peas Blossom to scratch. I must see the barber, Signor, for methinks I am marvelously hairy about the face. And, since I am such a tender ass, if my hair be tickle me, I must scratch.
What? Was that little music, my sweet love?
Oh, reasonable good air music. Come, let's have the tongues and the bones.
Oh, see, sweet love, without desires to eat.
Truly a peck of provender. I can munch your good cherries. Methinks I have a great desire to a bottle of hay. Ah, good hay. Sweet hay. Happy no fellow.
I have a venturous fairy that shall seek the squirrel's hoard and fetch thee nuts.
Have you had a handful or two of dried peas? Well, pray. None of your people disturb me. I have an exposition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone, and be always away. Say the woodbine, the sweet honeysuckle, gently and twice the female ivy sow, and rings the barky fingers of the elm. Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee.
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Her dotage now I do begin to pity, for meeting her of late behind the wood, seeking sweet favors for this hateful fool. I did upbraid her and fall out with her, for she his hairy temples then had rounded with coronet of fresh and fragrant flowers, and that same dew, which sometimes on the buds was wont to swell like round and orient pearls, stood now within the pretty floweret's eyes, that tears that did their own disgrace bewail. When I at my pleasure taunted her, and she in mild terms begged my patience, I then did ask of her changeling child, what straight she gave me and her fairy sent, to bear him to my bower in fairyland. And now I have the boy, I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. And, gentle Puck, take this transformed scalp from off the head of this Athenian swain, that, he awaking when the other do, may all to Athens back again repair, and think no more of this night's accidents, but as the fierce vexations of a dream. But first, I will release my fairy queen. Be as thou was wont to be, see as thou was wont to see. Dian's bud, or Cupid's flower, hath such force and blessed power. Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon, what visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
What ails this to pass? Oh, how I loathe his visage now!
Silence a while. Robin, take off his head. Titania, music call, and strike more dead than common sleep of all these five the sense.
Musical music, such as charmeth sleep.
Now, when thou wakest, with thine own fool's eyes peep.
Come, my queen, take hands with me, and rock the ground whereon these sleepers be. Now thou and I are new in amity, and will tomorrow midnight solemnly dance in Duke Theseus' house triumphantly, and bless it to our fair prosperity. And there shall the pairs of faithful lovers be, wedded with Theseus, all in jollity.
There, King, attend and mark. I do hear the morning lark.
Come, my queen, in silence, sad trip we after night's shade. We the globe can compass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, it cannot light. Tell me how it came this night, that I sleeping here was found, with these mortals on the ground.
Go, one of you, find out the forester. For now our observation is performed, and since we have the wayward of the day, my love shall hear the music of my hounds. Uncouple in the western valley, let them go. Dispatch, I say, and find the forester. We will, fair queen, up to the mountain's top, and mark the musical confusion of hounds, and echo in conjunction.
I was in the woods with Hercules and Cadmus once, when in the wood of Crete they bayed the bear with hounds of Sparta. Never did I hear such gallant chiding, for besides the groves, the skies, the fountains, every region near seemed all one mutual cry. I never heard so musical a discord, such sweet thunder.
My hounds are bred out of the Spartan kind, so flued, so sanded, and their ears are hung with, and their heads are hung with ears that sweep away the morning dew, crook-kneed and dew-lapped like Thessalian bulls, slow in pursuit, but matched in mouth like tongue, each under each. A cry more tunable was never hollowed to nor cheered with horn, in Crete, in Sparta, nor in Thessaly. Judge when you hear. But soft, what nymphs are these?
My noble lord, this is my daughter here asleep, and this Lysander, this Demetrius is, and this Helena, old Nader's Helena. I wonder if they're being here together.
No doubt they rose up early to observe the rites of May, and hearing our intent, came here in grace of our solemnity. But speak, ECHS, is not this the day that Hermia should give answer of her choice?
It is, my lord.
Go bid the huntsmen wake them with their horns. Good morrow, friends. St. Valentine is past. Begin these woodbirds but to couple now?
Pardon, my lord.
I pray you all stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world, that hatred is so far from jealousy? To sleep I hate, and fear no enmity?
My lord, I shall reply amazedly, half sleep, half waking, but as yet I swear, I cannot truly say how I came here. And so it is, and now I do bethink me, I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, where we might without the peril of the
Enough, my lord, you have had enough. I beg the law upon him. They would have stolen away, they would, Demetrius, and hereby defeated both you and I. You of your wife, and me of my consent that she should be your wife.
My lord, fair Helen told me of their stealth, of this their purpose hither to this wood, and I in fury hither followed them. Fair Helena in fancy following me. But my lord, I wot not by what power, but by some power it is. My love for Hermia melted as the snow. Seems to me now but the remembrance of an idle god which in my childhood I did dote upon. And all the faith, the virtue of my heart, the object and the pleasure of mine eye is only Helena. To her, my lord, was I betrothed, there I saw Hermia. But like a sickness did I loathe this food. But as in health, come to my natural tastes. Now I do wish it, love it, long for it, and forevermore will be true to it.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Of this discourse we will more hear anon. ECHS, I will overbear your will, for in the temple by and by with us, these couples shall eternally be knit. And for now the morning is something worn, our purposed hunting shall be set aside. Away with us to Athens, 3 and 3. We'll hold a feast in great solemnity. Come, Hippolyta.
These things seem far off and undistinguishable, like distant mountains turn into clouds.
Methinks I see these things with parted eye, and everything seems double.
So methinks. And I have found Demetrius as a jewel, mine own, and yet not mine own.
Are you sure that we are not awake? It seems to me that we sleep. We dream. Did not you think that Duke was here and bid us follow him?
Yea, and my father,
And Hippolyta.
And they did bid us follow to the temple.
Why then we are awake. Let us follow, and on our way let us recount our dreams.
When my cue comes, call me, and I will answer. My next is most fair Pyramus. Hello? Peter Quince? Snout the Tinker? Flute the Bellsmender? Starveling? Calls my life, stolen hence and left me asleep. I've had a most rare vision. I've had a dream, past the wit of any man to say what dream it was. Man is but an ass if you go back to expound this dream. Methought I was... There is no man can tell what. Methought I was... And methought I had. But man is but a patched fool if he will offer to say what methought I had. The eyes of man hath not heard, the ears of man hath not seen. Man's hands are not able to taste, his tongue to conceive, nor his heart to report what my dream was. I will get Peter Quince to write a ballad of this dream, and it shall be called Bottom's Dream, because it had no bottom. And I shall sing it at the latter end of our play before the Duke. Peradventure, to make it the more gracious, I shall sing it at her death. Have you sent to Paul's house? Is he come home yet?
He cannot be heard of. I doubt he is transported.
If he come not, then the play is mad. It goes not forward, doth it? It is not possible. You're not a man of all Athens, little discharge Paris, by he. No, he is simply the best wit of any handicraft man in Athens. Yea, and the best person too. Who's a very paramour for a sweet voice. You must say paragon. Paramour is, God bless us, a thing of naught.
Masters, the Duke is coming from the temple with 2 or 3 lords and ladies more than merry. If our sport had gone forth, we had all been made men.
Oh, sweet bully bottom! Thus had he lost 6pence a day during his life. He could not have escaped 6pence a day, and had the Duke not given him 6pence a day for playing Pyramus, I'll be hanged! He would have deserved it! 6pence a day in Pyramus or nothing!
Where are all these lads? Where are all these hearts? Bottom! Almost courageous day! Almost happy hour! Masters, I am to discourse wonders with you. But ask me not what. For if I tell you, I am not true Athenian. I shall tell you all as it fell pat.
Let us hear, sweet Bottom.
Not a word of me. All that I will say is that the Duke hath dined. Get you your apparel together. New strings to your beards, new ribbons to your pumps. Meet presently at the palace. Let every man look o'er his part, for the short and the long is, our play is preferred. In any case, let Thisbe have clean linens, and let not him that plays the lion pare his nails, for they shall hang out as the lion's claws. And, dear actors, eat no onions nor garlic, for we are to utter sweet breath, and they do not doubt but to hear them say that it is a sweet comedy. Now away, go, away!
'Tis strange, my Theseus, that these lovers speak of.
More strange than true. I never may believe these antique fables nor these fairy toys. Lovers and madmen have such seething brains, such shaping fantasies, more than cool reason ever comprehends. The lunatic, the lover, and the poet are of imagination all compact. One sees more devils than vast hell can hold. That is the madman. The lover, all is frantic, sees Helen's beauty in a brow of Egypt. The poet's eye, in a fine frenzy rolling, doth glance from heaven to earth, from earth to heaven, and as imagination bodies forth the forms of things unknown, the poet's pen turns them to shapes, and gives to airy nothing a local habitation and a name. Such tricks hath strong imagination that, if it would apprehend some joy, it would comprehend some bringer of the joy, or in the night imagining some fear. How easy is a bush supposed to bear?
But all the story of the night told over, and all their minds transfigured so together, more witnesseth than fancy's images, and grows to something of great constancy, but howsoever strange and admirable.
Here come the lovers, full of joy and mirth. Joy, gentle friends. Joy and fresh days of love accompany your hearts.
More than to us, wait in your royal walks, your board, your bed.
Come now, what music shall we have to wear away this long age of 3 hours between our after supper and bedtime? Where's our usual manager of mirth? What revels are at hand? How shall we beguile the lazy time, if not with some delight? Call Philostrate.
Here, mighty Theseus.
Say, what abridgment have you for this evening? What mask? What music?
There is brief how many sports are ripe. Make choice of which your highness will see first.
The battle with the centaurs, to be sung by an Athenian eunuch to the harp. Will none of that. That have I told my love and glory of my kinsman Hercules. The riot of the tipsy bacchanals, tearing the Thracian singer in their rage. That is an old device, and it was played when I from Thebes came last a conqueror. The thrice three muses mourning the death of learning, late deceased in beggary. That is some satire keen and critical, not sorting with a nuptial ceremony. A tedious brief scene of young Pyramus and Thisbe, very tragical mirth. Merry and tragical, tedious and brief? That is hot ice and wondrous strange snow. How shall we find the concord of this discord?
A play there is, my lord, some 10 words long, which is as brief as I have known a play. But by 10 words, my lord, it is too long, which makes it tedious. For in all the play there is not one word apt, one player fitted. And tragical, my noble lord, it is, for Pyramus therein doth kill himself, which when I saw rehearsed, I must confess, made mine eyes water, but more merry tears the passion of loud laughter never shed.
Who are they that do play it?
Hard-handed men that work in Athens here, that never labored in their minds till now, and have told their unbreathed memories with this same play against our nuptial.
And we will hear it.
No, no, my lord, it is not for you. I have heard it over, and it is nothing, nothing in the world, and this you can find sport in their intents, extremely stretched and conned with cruel pain to do service.
I will hear that play, for never anything can be amiss when simpleness and duty tender it. Go bring them in, and take your places, ladies.
I love not to see wretchedness o'ercharged, and duty in his service perishing.
Why, gentle sweet, you shall see no such thing.
He says they could do nothing in this kind.
The kind are we to give them thanks for nothing. Our sport shall be to take what they mistake, and what poor duty cannot do, noble respect takes in might, not merit. Where I have come, great clerks have purposed to greet me with premeditated welcomes, where I have seen them shiver and look pale, make periods in the midst of sentences, throttle their practiced accent in their fears, and in conclusion dumbly have broke off, not paying me a welcome. Trust me, sweet, out of this silence I have yet picked a welcome. And in the modesty of fearful duty, I read as much as from the rattling tongue of saucy and audacious eloquence. Love, therefore, and tongue-tied simplicity in least speak most to my capacity.
So please your grace, the prologue is addressed.
Let him approach.
If we offend, it is with our good will, that you should think we come not to offend, but with good will, to show our simple skill, that is the true beginning of our end. Consider then, we come but in despite, we do not come as minding to content you. Our true intent is, all for your delight, we are not here, that you should here repent you. The actors are at hand, and by their show, ye shall know all that you are like to know.
This fellow doth not stand upon points.
He hath read his prologue like a rough colt, He knows not the stop. A good moral, my lord, it is not enough to speak, but to speak true.
Indeed, he hath played upon this prologue like a child on a recorder, a sound but not in government.
His speech was like a tangled chain, nothing impaired and all disordered. Who is next?
Gentles, perchance you wonder at this show, but wonder on till truth make all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you must know. This beauteous lady Thisbe is certain. This man with lime and rough cast doth present wall, that vile wall which did these lovers sunder. And through wall's chink, poor souls, they are content to whisper, at the which let no man wander. This man with lanthorn, dog, and bush of thorn presenteth moonshine. For if you will know, by moonshine did these lovers think no scorn, to meet at Ninus' tomb, there to woo. This grisly beast, which Lion hides by name, the trusty Thisbe, coming first by night, did scare away, or rather did affright. And as she fled, her mantle did she fall, which Lion vile with bloody mouth did stain. And on comes Pyrrhus, sweet youth and tall, and finds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain. Whereat with blade, with bloody, blameful blade, he bravely broached his boiling bloody breast. And Thisbe, tearing in mulberry shade, his dagger drew and died. For all the rest, let lion, moonshine, wall, and lovers twain at large discourse, while here they do remain.
I wonder if the lion be to speak.
No wonder, my lord. One lion may when many asses do.
In this same interlude, it doth befall that I, which snout by name, present a wall, and such a wall that have you think, that in it, a craned hole or chink, through some fearful lovers, Pyramus and Thisbe did whisper often, very secretly. This loam, this rough cast, this stone doth show that I am the same wall. The truth is so, and this craned hole, though right and sinister, is through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
Would you desire lime and hair to speak better?
It is the wittiest partition, my lord, that ever I heard discourse.
Pyramus draws near the wall. Silence.
Oh, grim-looked night! Oh, night, with hue so black! Oh, night, whichever art when day is not! Oh, night, alack, alack, alack! I fear my Thisbe's promises forgot. And thou wall, oh sweet and lovely wall, that standest between her father's ground and mine, thou wall, oh sweet and lovely wall, show me thy chink to blink through with mine eye. Thanks, courteous wall. Jove shield thee well for this. But what see I? No Thisbe do I see. Oh, wicked wall, through whom I see no bliss. Cursed be thy sons for thus deceiving me.
The wall, methinks being sensible, should curse again.
No, sir. In truth, he should not. Deceiving me is Thisbe's cue. She is to enter now, and I'm to spy her through the chink of the wall. You shall see, full Pat, as I have told you. Yonder, she comes.
O wall, full often hast thou heard my moans for parting my fair Pyramus and me. My cherry lips have often kissed thy stones with lime and hair knit up in thee.
I see a voice. Now will I to the chink and spy, and I can hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe!
My love, thou art my love, I think.
Think what thou wilt. I am thy lover's grace, and like Lymander, and my trusty still.
And I, like Helen, till the fates me kill.
Not shaftless to Procris, was so true.
As shaftless to Procris, I to you.
Oh, kiss me through the hole of this vile wall.
I kiss the wall's hole, not your lips at all.
Wilt thou in his tomb meet me straightway?
Tide life, tide death, I come without delay.
Thus have I won my part to start so, and being done this wall, away doth go!
Now is the mural down between the two neighbors.
No remedy, my lord, when walls are so willful to hear without warning.
This is the silliest stuff that ever I heard.
The best in this kind are but shadows, and the worst are no worse if imagination amend them.
It must be your imagination then, and not theirs.
If we imagine more of them than they of themselves, they may pass for excellent men. Here come two noble beasts in, a man and a lion.
You ladies, you whose gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on floor, may now perchance both quake and tremble here, when lion rough in wildest rage doth roar. Then know that I, as snug the joiner, am a lion's foe, nor else no lion's dam. For if I should, as lion, come in strife unto this place, 'twere pity on my life.
A very gentle beast, and of a good conscience.
The very best at a beast, my lord, that ever I saw.
This lion is a very fox for his valor.
And a goose for his discretion.
Not so, my lord, for his valor cannot carry his discretion, and the fox carries the goose.
His discretion, I am sure, cannot carry his valor, for the goose carries not the fox. It is well, leave it to his discretion, and let us listen to the moon.
This lanthorn doth the horn and moon present.
He should have worn the horns on his head.
He is no crescent, and the horns are invisible within the circumference.
This lanthorn doth the horn and moon present. Myself the man in the moon do seem to be.
This is the greatest error of all the rest. The man should be put into the lanthorn. How is it else the man in the moon?
He dares not go there, for the candle, for you see it is already in snuff.
I'm aweary of this moon. Would he would change.
It appears by his small light of discretion that he is in the wane. But in courtesy, in all reason, we must stay the time.
Proceed, moon.
All that I have to say is to tell you that the lanthorn is the moon, myself the man in the moon, this thorn bush my thorn bush, and this dog my dog.
Why, all these should be in the lanthorn, for all these are in the moon. But silence, here comes Thisbe.
This is old Minnie's tomb. Where is my love?
Well roared, lion.
Well run, Thisbe.
Well shown, Moon.
Well moused. Well moused, lion.
And then came Pyramus.
And so the lion vanished.
Oh, sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright. For by thy gracious, golden, glittering gleams, I trust to take of truest Thisbe's sight. But stay! Oh, spite! But mark, poor knight, what dreadful dole is here? Eyes, do you see? Oh, how can it be? Oh, dainty duck, oh dear! Thy mantle good? What? Stained? With blood? Oh, approach, ye furies fell! Oh, fates, come, come, cut thread and thrum, quail, crush, conclude, and quell!
His passion and the death of a dear friend would go to make a man look sad.
Be true, my heart, but I pity the man.
Oh, wherefore, nature, didst thou lion's frame? Since lion vile hath here deflowered my dame, which is, no, which was the fairest dame, that lived, that loved, that liked, that looked with cheer. Oh, come, tears confound. Out, sword and wound, that left pap of Pyramus, aye, that left pap where our heart doth hop. Thus die I, thus. Now am I dead. Now am I fled. My soul is in the sky. Tongue, lose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Now die! 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 Die!
No die, but an ace for him, for he's but one.
Less than an ace, man, for he is dead. He has nothing.
With the help of a surgeon, he might yet recover and prove an ass.
How chance Moonshine is gone before Thisbe comes back and finds her lover.
She will find him by starlight. Here she comes, and her passion ends the play.
Methinks she should not use a long one for such a Pyramus. I hope she will be brief.
A moat will turn the balance. Which Pyramus, which Thisbe is the better. He for a man, God warrant us. She for a woman, God bless us.
She hath spied him already with those sweet eyes.
And thus she means to less it.
Asleep, my love. But, dead, my dove. Oh, Pyramus, arise! Speak! Speak! Quite dumb. Dead. Dead. A tomb must cover thy sweet eyes. These lily lips, this cherry nose, these yellow cowslip cheeks are gone. Gone. Lovers, make moan. His eyes are green as leeks. Oh, sisters three, come to me. With hands as pale as milk, lay them in gore since you have shore with shears his thread of silk. Tongue, not a word. Come, trusty sword. Come, blade, my breast improve. And farewell, friends. Thus Thisbe ends. Adieu. Adieu. Adieu.
Moonshine and Lion are left to bury the dead.
Aye, and Wall too.
No! I assure you. The wall is down which was parted there, fathers. Now would it please you to see the epilogue? Or to watch a burgomass dance between two of our company?
No epilogue, I pray you, for your play needs no excuse. Never excuse, for when the players are all dead, there need none to be blamed. Mary, if he that writ it had played Pyramus, and hung himself in Thisbe's garter, it would have been a fine tragedy. And so it is truly, and very notably discharged. But curm your burgomask, and let your epilogue alone.
Music, maestro!
The iron tongue of midnight hath told 12. Lovers to bed, 'tis almost fairy time. I fear we shall outsleep the coming morn as much as we this night have overwatched. This palpable gross play hath well beguiled the heavy gate of night. Sweet friends to bed. A fortnight hold we this solemnity in nightly revels and new jollity.
Now hungry blind wolf, and wolf, we howl with the heavy plow and sword. All with weary tasks were done. Whilst the screech owl, screeching loud, puts the wretch that lies in woe in remembrance of a shroud. Now it is the time of night, that the graves all gaping wide, everyone lets forth his sprite in the churchway paths to glide. And we fairies that do run by the triple Hecate's team from the presence of the sun, now our frolic
Not a mouse shall disturb this hallowed house. I am sent with broom before to sweep the dust behind the door.
Through the house give glimmering light, by the dead and drowsy fire. Every elf and fairy sprite hop as light as bird from briar. And this ditty after me, sing and dance it trippingly.
First rehearse your song by rote, to each word a warbling note. Hand in hand with fairy grace, we shall sing and bless this place.
Now until the break of day, through this house each fairy stray. To the best bright bed will we, which by us shall blessed be. And the issue there create ever shall be fortunate. And so shall all the couples three ever true and loving be. And the blots of nature's hand shall not in their issue stand. Never mole hair lip nor scar, nor mark prodigious such as are despised in nativity, shall upon their children be. And with this field do consecrate, every fairy take his gate, and each several chamber blessed, through this palace make sweet peace, and the owner of it blessed, ever shall in safety rest. Trip away, make no stay, meet me all by break of day.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear. And this weak and idle theme, no more yielding, but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And as I am an honest puck, if we have unearned luck, now to scape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long. Else the puck a liar called, so good night unto you all. Give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.
Our producer, she did all the hard stuff. The backstage, everything, getting everything organized. Amanda, come in. Now, you think I did this, I didn't. Amanda did all the directing. She choreographed the dance, that's her fault. She did everything else. And at the beginning of the year, Amanda's got a terrific talent. She's a great actress. But I
Now, fair Hippolyta, our nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days bring in another moon. But oh, methinks how slow this old moon wanes. She lingers my desires, like to a stepdame or a dowager, long withering out a young man's revenue.
4 days will quickly steep them